morning, Cardinals fans. Welcome to About Last Night. It's been a rough couple days, so just want to check in. Everyone doing all right? Hanging in there? Making it together? If you're new to this little baseball family, hello, I'm Tara Wellman. This is my kitchen. Pour yourself a cup of strong coffee and join me for daily and weekly videos about St. Louis and the now 3-5 Cardinals. But regardless of their performance, my hope is that these videos will help keep you, the fans, in the loop and entertained. So if you'd rather watch me than them right now, go ahead and subscribe and give this video a like. That part is for YouTube. They like to know that you guys like this stuff. But enough procrastination. Let's talk about the relative nightmare that was yesterday with the Cardinals against the Padres at Busch Stadium. Just one more sip. Trying to pick up their first win at home, the Cardinals sent Michael Wacha to the mound, and right now, he's the only Cardinals starter that has successfully gone beyond the fifth inning, which he did again. But it was a little rocky early on, and honestly, there's a trend happening right now that goes far beyond Michael Wacha. The entire Cardinals pitching staff, more than I recall seeing in years, seems inexplicably incapable of throwing a put-away pitch. I mean, they get ahead in the count and then pick and nibble and try to get them swinging at junk and end up walking way too many of them. That bit Wacha early, but much like Jack Flaherty the day before, he was able to manage the danger and he made it through 5 2/3, walking 8, but striking out 7. So the Cardinals are still looking for that first outing by a starter that doesn't put unnecessary strain on the bullpen. Stick around, we'll come back to that bullpen momentarily. Meanwhile, the Cardinals had runners on base in every inning except the third, and they actually scored runs on something other than a home run. They got extra base hits from Colton Wong, from Dexter Fowler, and a huge 2-run homer from Marcell Ozuna. Finally. Now, I'm still not convinced that he's locked in or anything, but it is nice to see him drive in runs in 2 consecutive games. Not driving in runs, though, Paul Goldschmidt. Brace yourselves. I love the guy, and I fully expect him to put up MVP-type numbers by the end of the year, but outside of his 3-homer game in Milwaukee, he's not exactly lighting the world on fire. Now, small sample sizes, we all know, are mostly meaningless, but just as a way to provide a little bit of context, in his career, Goldie is a .314 hitter with runners in scoring position. So far in 2019, he's carrying a .167 average in those situations. He's struck out 12 times in 8 games, and 7 of those strikeouts have come with runners on base. And Fangraphs has Goldie as 0 for 6 with a walk in high-leverage situations. It's not reason for panic, and it's not reason for you to come after me for critiquing Goldie. I'm just saying that's a problem for a team that has played 7 of its 8 games so far to a final score that was decided by 2 runs or less. Even more problematic, though, especially yesterday, Andrew Miller. Told you we'd get back to the bullpen. Hold on. After John Gant gave up a solo homer in the 7th inning, it was Miller time in the 8th, with the Cardinals up by 1. Well, Miller has now pitched in 5 games this season and given up 6 runs on a mix of 4 walks and 5 hits, 3 of those being homers. If you're keeping track at home, that's as many home runs as he gave up in the entirety of his somewhat abbreviated 2018 season. And 2 of them came yesterday, to Austin Hedges and Manny Machado. Now, one of those you tip your cap. The other is Austin Hedges. Here's the thing. This team needs Miller to be good, and unfortunately, the only way to see if he can get there is to have him pitch. But this team also can't really afford to just let him pitch right now. Not if he's gonna do that, and not when their own run scoring has been so limited, and when there are other guys who can get those outs. John Brebbia. So that solution is TBD, although there has been some roster movement since yesterday to bring in a fresh arm or 2. But after 7 innings of winning baseball and a mini rally that died just short in the 9th, that is the story of the Cardinals taking another loss, 6-4, and handing the series to the Padres. It's only 8 games, but this team has a lot to fix before their version of baseball is fun again. that cool confidence and the underdog, we're gonna surprise some people this year swag is MIA already. So, cool. You can find out more if you really want to at birdsontheblack.com. Now, I will be in St. Louis for the first 2 games of the Dodgers series this week, and I want to know what you would like to see from St. Louis. So if there's anything specific, let me know in the comments below. Today, Adam Wainwright gets the ball, and the Cardinals really, really, really need to not get swept by the San Diego Padres. No pressure, Adam Wainwright. We'll see what happens, and if you can't bear to watch, just make sure you're subscribed and come right back here tomorrow, and I'll tell you all about it. I'll see you then.